The Children's Court is a specialty court of law that provides a fair and a timely resolution of legal issues affecting children and families. The people who come through our doors are really some of the most vulnerable children and families in our community. They're experiencing trauma involving custody disputes where children will live and who they'll spend time with, involving children who witness domestic violence, family violence in their homes, and in some of our most difficult cases, child abuse and neglect. Last year alone, there were over 7,000 reports of suspected child abuse that were made to Allegheny County Children, Youth, and Family Services. At any given time, over 2,500 children are living in foster care or other out-of-home placements. In addition to that, there were over 15,000 calls made for assistance with custody disputes. It's easy to get lost in these numbers, but what's important is that these are real children and real families. So we embrace a progressive philosophy that encourages parents and caregivers to make their own parenting decisions whenever possible. When that's not possible, we hope to have the most well-informed decision makers, our judges, on the bench who are very invested in making the right decisions for children and families. The decisions that are made in our courtrooms impact the basic fabric of our community because of what's at stake. What's at stake is the best interests of our children. It's every child's right to a safe, secure, and loving home, and the strength and health of our families. And I can't think of anything more important in our community than the safety and well-being of our children and families. And it will take more than a children's court and more than a child protection agency to address those needs. It will take every member of our community.
We have 14 judges in our division, I believe 10 hearing officers, approximately 700 employees, which include a number of different roles and functions. And it's kind of my job to kind of oversee it, set policies for the court. Of course, I do this in conjunction or in consultation with our court administrators, with our judges, so that we all are kind of on the same page with that. The Children's Court, I think, is probably one of the best things that we've ever done here in the family division. It recognizes the need to have everybody on the same page, to have a more unified system in dealing with the safety, health, morals, and welfare of our children. We've had a commitment by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, in particular our current Chief Justice, Justice Ralph Cappy, and also Justice Max Baer, who are in this Pennsylvania Supreme Court, have really made a commitment statewide to the family division, and in particular to the cases involving children. In order to promote the best interests of children and families in Allegheny County, we need a partnership with our entire community.
I've had the opportunity on the Supreme Court and passionately interested in these issues to take a look at what's going on all over the country. Talk to Supreme Court justices from all over the country, talk to other court administrators, county court administrators. And I think that Allegheny County probably runs the best family court, top to bottom, left to right, in the United States. CNN's been here, ABC's been here. So this is a wonderful jurisdiction. But having said that, it can do so much more. It has a very committed staff. It continues to do more. It continues to get better. But I would tell the people of Allegheny County that they are very lucky.
Back in May of 1995, I was living with my mom, and it was kind of a broken family. the housing was pretty bad, and I was in the abusive, one of those type of families. And one day I just went to my fifth grade teacher. She helped me a lot throughout my fifth grade year because she kind of suspected what was going on, and I told her that I was afraid to go home. I stayed in the guidance counselor's office, and from then on I went to a foster home for about 3 days that weekend until Monday, until the judge was available. And I told him that I wanted to live with my grandmother. A lot of people through CYF helped me. I had different caseworkers, but all of them helped me. All of them helped me in their own way, so to speak. Like some people would help me with school, then I would get another caseworker, and they would help me with a whole nother aspect of life almost. The judge, who really just made me just really think about where I was going in the road that I was, headed. This is my sophomore year at CCAC. I'm majoring in architectural design. I'm going to college, but my whole mindset is to get my degree so the people that help me out, I can reward them. You know what I mean? Something like that.
We serve about 8,600 children every day. It's about 3,300 families. And we get referrals from different people in the community, systems, the school, the court, the police, or private citizens, anyone who suspects that the child is at risk of abuse or maltreatment. Some of the work that we do, we investigate child abuse allegations, and there are people who go out and knock on people's doors, see what's going on, provide a safety plan, provide services to families, and connect them with community partners. The issues that families face today are far more complex than they were in the past, and many of these concerns that are presented to us come from a variety of needs, that families demonstrate complex needs. And in order to address those complex needs, we really have to pull together and look at all the pieces of the puzzle so that we can come up with plans that help rather than hinder families' progress. Now, in order to address these needs, we have to look at partnerships in the community. And no one organization has all the answers. No one organization should have all of the responsibility. Helping families is a community responsibility.
In 1992, there were a lot of gangs in Pittsburgh and a lot of gang activity where we found that there were kids shooting under other kids, and we started to bring together focus groups to see what brought someone to that activity, what made someone have this very antisocial behavior. And we found that there were a lot of kids who were in the child welfare system who were presented as infants, adjudicated independent at 18, never having permanent families. We're an organization that has worked in many fields in Allegheny County. We illuminate the problems of children at risk, and then we mobilize the community to come up with collaborative solutions to those problems. Partnerships are vital in all of life, but I think particularly in working together to build community and working together to build healthy families. There are so many issues that children face, and they span a wide spectrum of needs. So a child's issues are not just what happens in the home. They're environmental. They involve the schools, the medical community, behavioral health, all sorts of things. And it's nice to have, in fact, it's vital to have experts from all of those communities or interested people from all of those communities involved in order to help solve those problems and to think creatively about the needs of children in the future.
By being involved with the Children's Court and assisting them help families and the vitality of those families will help all of us going forward. It'll help everything from the individuals to the businesses in our economy if the core structure of our communities, that being families, is strong. I think we'll see this as the wave of the future. This will happen more going forward between the private and public sectors. There'll be an opportunity to bring the best possible solutions to the part of our population that's the most vulnerable.
Please consider joining us in our quest to understand the needs of at-risk children and help us to find solutions for building healthy families.
Find out how you can get involved to mentor a child, to educate your organization about how you can help address the needs of kids and families that we serve.
There are children and families who need our help. Won't you consider becoming a partner?